The catalyst for the growth journey of Expolanka commenced with the portfolio restructure project the company initiated in 2012, immediately after its IPO, resulting in Expolanka exiting from its non-core businesses to focus on its core business operations. This enabled the group to redirect its investments to the logistics business, which is its largest revenue and profit contributor. During this restructure process, the parent company of Expolanka, Sagawa Group, acquired 51% of the company and has gradually increased its stake to 75.6% as of date. The entry of Sagawa provided impetus to Expolanka to embark on its ambitious growth plan in 2017, where the company expanded its footprint in its key US market whilst strengthening its operations in all of its origins. Whilst Expolanka grew its logistics business, emphasis was also placed on its leisure sector, which is also a leading brand in the Sri Lankan market. The company was able to consolidate its position effectively and maintain its status quo effectively. With the pandemic affecting global trade and resulting in supply chain disruptions, Expolanka's response to the above was nimble, agile and proactive, the hallmark of its DNA. The company took proactive steps to ensure effective continuity of business, identified opportunities which were present, whilst continuing to focus on its strategic initiatives which formed the basis of its operations over the last several years. It was in this backdrop that the company was able to deliver a year of outstanding results, led EFL, its key brand within the logistics sector. Expolanka Holdings founder and group CEO Hanif Yusuf, who was the force behind the transformation journey of Expolanka, which has enabled the company to being today one of the leading global Sri Lankan player, spoke to FTTV on how Expolanka faced the challenges amidst the COVID-19 pandemic.
The journey of Expo is nearly 40 years, and it has been a great experience to me personally too. Our beginnings were small, where we started our business operating from a very small office at 375 Dam Street, where we exported fruits and vegetables to the Middle East. The office was around 600 square feet, and that journey taught us how to be strong, how to be focused, and to work very hard. It was these initial learnings that help us mold this company to what it is here today. We always believed in creating value by doing the right things, by focusing on the fundamentals of the business. That's been said, that was service to our customers, building great relationships with our partners that brought us growth, and we also considered on efficiencies and returns to the partners or shareholders at that time. A hard but a right decision was put in place in 2012 when we decided to focus our energy and efforts on our core strengths, which was logistics and leisure. The transformation started taking place in 2017 when we embarked on an ambitious expansion program by setting up our own operations in the United States. We continue to maintain, be nimble and agile company, and spend a lot of resources the past years on technology. We also moved from our traditional strong point of servicing the apparel customers to other verticals like the pharma, perishables, tech, etc. The pandemic brought along with it a dynamic environment which resulted in severe disruptions to the global supply chains, brought uncertainty to the global trade. Our ability to be flexible and move with speed on making decisions, which has already been a strong point of the DNA of the company. We were able to adjust ourselves by making sure that we remain consistent and we continue with the strategy that we had set up ourselves upon, which was the guiding light to our approach in dealing with all the challenges that we faced with. So we reach out to customers, we want to understand them better. We knew what the problems were, they knew what the ground situation was, and there was a lot of engagement. And when it came to move the cargo, we were able to meet that demand. It wasn't easy, but because the ports and the airports had come to a standstill, there was lockdowns, there was COVID, and we were finding innovative ways and means to ensure that we had the capacity to meet these demands. So that's what all the hard work that we built over the years in building relationships really worked, with the carriers giving us immense support. And I'm very glad that bore fruit to meet the unusual, unprecedented demand that we had. I always believed in simplifying things, and that mantra was followed throughout our organization. This approach us to be an innovative company and provide right solutions for the right times. So while we did exceptionally well in the logistics business, I didn't want to shy away from the challenges that we had in the leisure sector. We recognized early on that we were in for a bumpy ride, and we need to take some corrective steps, taking into account that recovery will be medium to long term. So we right-size the sector and also restructure the business portfolio to make it agile and relevant for future requirements. I mean, after all, travel is all about experiences, and our team are just focused on improving the overall experiences. And when we come out of this whole doldrums of this situations of not being able to travel, that we would come out well. We also paid a lot of attention to our existing businesses, like the fresh coconuts that we export, and that continued, though there were tough times to get the coconut water in time to the factory to process, but all that have settled into a certain degree. And our IT business, ITX 360, is getting a lot of focus and a lot of traction currently as I speak. So our focus was also to ensure the welfare of our employees, and that I think we did quite well, because we were able to develop quick plans to address the specific challenges faced by them, and that was job security, health, and well-being. I'm also pleased to say that all our companies recently, 2 weeks ago, were certified. Most of our companies, not all, but were certified as great place to work. I believe a great place is to work is possible with having great people. Another one thing that we lay a lot of emphasis is on sustainability and governance. Our aim is to do business in the right way. We service global brands. We want to know whether we are doing the right things in sustainable ways of doing business, and also looking at the communities that we operate from, especially during this lockdowns and the effect that had around a lot of people in Sri Lanka. And so we focus on that whilst we were making progress in our businesses. All of us at Expo will continue to work tirelessly to grow from being good to great. And it's just not a statement. We are very, very passionate to do that. I also thank the FTTV for inviting me to speak. And I wish all of you and your families to remain safe and stay well. Thank you.